Welcome on in, gamers. We are in Goron Village. I just ended up taking a nap, and let's see, we've got a lot of hearts.
Snack time?
We've actually got quite a few hearts, and if we were to look at our stamina, let's see what we got in terms of well, we got almost 2 full wheels. We got like over 1.5. Thank you for the blueberry Pop-Tarts. I forgot to say that before stream, but thank you for the blueberry Pop-Tarts. That does sound delicious. I did not have Pop-Tarts a lot as a kid. We didn't have much in terms of like sugary snacks and sugary breakfast items, especially. But I am very appreciative of them today. Like, every now and then, you know? Every now and then. Not every single morning. But sometimes, like, this morning, I ended up having a lemon raspberry muffin from Costco. Kirkland Signature. And it was really good. I've had their pumpkin muffins. They're not as good as I... Okay, I promise I meant to jump. I promise I meant to jump. I didn't mean to press the Y button. We lost a heart. That's okay. This is what I meant to do, okay? And I promise I meant to do that. Where are we going? You also ignored my snack? Well, I did that on purpose. Sorry. Canadian Smarties. Okay, no, that's a good snack. I'll take a Canadian Smartie. At this point, I would gladly take lots of things that are Canadian. I'll take Smarties. I'll take Tim Hortons. I'd even take citizenship at this point. I prefer strawberry Pop-Tarts. My favorite Pop-Tarts, I think, are either the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts or the s'mores one. I really do like s'mores. I want to visit Goron Village so bad. If it wasn't so blazingly hot with free-flowing lava everywhere, I could live here. I could live here. If I was to live anywhere in Hyrule, though, I think I would have to go with Zora's Domain. It's just so absolutely beautiful. I could definitely vibe with Rito Village, but there's just something about Zora's Domain, man, that is just so good. It's pristine. It's peaceful. I feel like I could relax in the pools. It would be so much fun. This is our first time going to the abandoned North Mine. All right. Yo, let's see what this guy's got.
Snack time?
Crab rangoons cooked in Goron Village, totally not burnt. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I feel like the Gorons mostly eat rocks. I think that if you were to introduce a crab rangoon to a Goron, it would probably be like introducing Mountain Dew Baja Blast or a Cheeto to a Victorian child. I think they would just die. Like... These guys don't know what crabs are. I mean, maybe they end up frying their food. I don't know if they end up using oil and whatnot, but yeah, I live in the Gerudo Maze. In the Gerudo Maze, you would live there. Your basic needs are not met, though, unless you end up basically making your life off of the things that travelers have left behind. Like hikers that end up going up to Mount Everest but don't end up making it all the way, so they leave their stuff behind and then just take one of the vehicles on the way down. You would just survive off of their snacks. That'd be nice. I live in Hateno. Hateno would be nice. You could survive off of Moldugas, I suppose. I don't know what they taste like. And I imagine that they don't taste very good. I imagine that they taste very gamey. Almost like bear, you know? I've been enjoying the new Pokemon game so far. I have been enjoying it as well. So far, I will say that I enjoy Legends Arceus more. Even though I prefer the art style in ZA. I do, like... You have probably seen the discourse online about the windows and how the windows are atrocious and that Game Freak is cheap and we all should be mad and we all should deserve better. And like, on one hand, I say, yeah, we probably should expect better out of the most profit generating IP of all time. Like, I get that. But at the same time, I don't think that people are going to Pokemon games to experience cutting edge graphics. If you want cutting edge graphics, then you could go to Ghost of Yotei. You could go to Cyberpunk. You could, like, there's so many other games out there if you wanted cutting edge graphics. Instead, you end up going to Pokemon games because you like catching Pokemon and you like engaging in the combat. The combat itself is really good. It does take some getting used to, and like, I don't know if I necessarily prefer it to the traditional combat, but I can see the vision. Like, they like just collecting Pokemon and stuff. That is the appeal. That has always been the appeal of Pokemon games. My issue is that, like, with Legends ZA, the highs are so unbelievably high, but the lows are also extremely low. To give you a bit of context with what I'm talking about here, when I first started getting into the game, and I did my first mega battle, I ended up tackling that mega, whatchamacallit, I ended up tackling that mega Absol, absolutely loved it. Thought that it was the best combat that I have gotten in any Pokemon game that I have ever played, and I was so excited to keep playing more. And then as soon as I was done, then I ended up doing a side quest to try to prepare for my next main quest, and the side quest just so happened to be the one where I literally take out trash. Where the restaurant said, hey, all the Trubbish are hanging out at the front of our restaurant, and you're going to have to take out the trash and lure them away. But we're also going to slow your character's walking speed to the slowest that it has ever been in the entirety of your playthrough so far. And I know that the side quest only took me like 45 seconds, but the juxtaposition between tackling one of the coolest boss battles that I have ever done in a Pokemon game to immediately being forced to take out the trash 2 minutes later, I was like, no, I'm done. And then I ended up closing the game after that. Like, like, there are some really great moments in the game, but there's also some really not great moments in the game, at least where I am at. And I haven't really made it that much, that far into the game. I've just ended up doing, like, my second mega battle. I don't want to spoil too much for those who haven't played. I only just did my second mega battle. I know that I have to do a lot more. But that was one night where I just said, you know what? I'm done playing and I'm just going to watch some YouTube or some Netflix or something. Yeah, I looked at screenshots of the funny NPC dialogue. I have seen some really funny NPC dialogue as well. People, like, not hanging well together mentally and worrying about, like, picking up Pokemon poop or something. Like, it is really upsetting to know that Pokemon poop. I really shouldn't be surprised. We know that Pokemon eat. I didn't realize that they pooped, you know? Anyways, enough about Pokemon poop. Yeesh, what's going on today? So many people out and about. You should know it gets much hotter past here, and there's also lots of monsters. It's really dangerous. Who are you? Who, me? They call me Drac. Ever since Divine Beast Val Rudania showed up, there's a ton of lava. It's way too hot now, and there are more monsters around too. Boss keeps watch over this area, but he can only do so much. So, do you need something else?
Snack time?
Lava cake. Now, Apex, you're gonna have to specify. I'm sorry that every time you end up providing a snack, I have to ask further follow-up questions, but to be fair, you have not made it easy to trust you. When you say lava cake, do you mean chocolate lava cake? As in a cake that is made of chocolate and has ganache in the middle, so that way when you end up biting into it...
Snack time?
So that when you end up biting into it, you have free-flowing chocolate? Or is this a cake that is made out of lava? Like, if I slice into the cake, is it going to be granite or ganache? That's very important, all right? Tasty popcorn. I don't think that there's any stipulations there. Tasty popcorn. Sounds delicious. Thank you, Dippy. About the ZA discourse, I don't know. I think people just need to realize that other people can like things they don't like. This is true. The thing is, like, the internet is not really great at engaging with nuance, because on one hand, I can see the perspective of the people that say, oh, this is enjoyable and this is the best Pokemon game that I have played. Because if you really like the real-time combat, maybe you haven't played a Xenoblade game, but this is the first time that you've done like real-time combat that is Xenoblade adjacent, and you're realizing how fun the combat can be. Like, I can imagine people saying, yeah, this is the greatest Pokemon game that I've ever played. On the same token, like on the other side of that coin, I 100% agree with the other people that say that the game is kind of made on the cheap. Because there's still no voice acting, and there are cutscenes that are animated in ways that would suggest that they planned on doing voice acting, like the animated cutscenes that you see in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but without any actual voice acting there, it feels kind of hollow. Combine that with like the whole window thing, and I'm like, yeah, I can understand what people are coming from. People play video games for very different reasons. And if you are a gameplay first kind of person, then Legend ZA probably has a lot in store for you. But if you are a graphics and immersion person, then Legend ZA is probably not for you. And I think that we need to engage online in these conversations with that level of nuance. The problem is social media algorithms are really not great at engaging with that nuance. Thanks, Twitch mobile app, for randomly crashing for no reason. Oh, well, yes. Don't you know that Dan Clancy has our best interests at heart? As long as we're not women attending TwitchCon, he loves what we do. Sorry. I'd be bringing nuance to discussions that the internet hates. Exactly! Exactly. The thing is, nuance does not drive engagement. Rage bait does. Having controversial opinions does. And so content creators whose livelihoods depend on their ability to have engaging content will end up purposefully engaging in opinions that they know are going to cause reactions and rage baits. So that way they get more likes, they get more shares, they get more comments, and then they end up getting more money as a result. The incentive structure that we have built our social media ecosystem around is not based off of healthy dialogue. And I really wish that we were to create incentive structures that actually encourage community and building relationships with other people rather than simply responding to them. But I also, like, that ends up, if you were to make a social media ecosystem that is like that, then it would... that would require a lot more focus and a lot more attention on like carefully crafting the way that people end up engaging with each other. And that is not something that many social media companies are going to want to pour resources into when the current model ends up getting them as much money as they do, you know? Guessing Game Freak didn't want to hire voice actors. I mean, it's probably that. There's also a chance that the game was rushed. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if the game was rushed, actually, because weren't they planning on releasing it earlier, but then they pushed back the release date? So, like, I don't know. I get an ad break right as you read my... I know. I'm the worst. Blame Dan Clancy, man. Anyways, sorry. Who are you? Didn't I already tell you? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. They call me Drac. Okay. No, I think we're just gonna... Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. No, like, I'm gonna say this. I have said it before, and I will say it again. It is very important to make sure that you do not base your opinion of the world off of what you see on social media, because what people say on social media is very much colored by the incentive structures that social media has placed on them to create content that people will want to react to rather than things that people are actually going to want to feel connected to, you know? TPC sends to sell merch. They can't sell merch without new games. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A lot of Pokemon games are rushed because the money that the Pokemon company makes is not necessarily from the games. As it turns out, they do make a lot of money from the games. I don't know if you guys saw the leak, But like literally Legend CA was built off of a budget of like $11 million, which is insanely cheap. That is like cheaper than many AA games out there. It is probably cheaper than some indie games out there. But they like, and they also sold 5.8 million copies within the first week. Are you kidding me? That's insane. And so like the profit margins for the games are still pretty astronomical, but it is nothing compared with plushies. I can also say this because my partner is out and about right now. And so she's not able to hear me through the wall. I ended up getting part of her Christmas present yesterday at Costco. And I think that the other part of my Christmas present is gonna have to be getting her cozy pajama pants from the Pokemon Center website. I think that that's what I'm gonna have to do. Uh-oh. That's the boss's cannon. Don't you dare touch that ever. What if I were to touch it? What if I were to touch it? Let's go ahead. Let's do the iron sledgehammer. That's what we want to do. There we go. I literally saw a video of someone saying, we're not mad that people like Pokemon. We're mad that people don't have higher standard of quality for themselves. People should enjoy things. Okay. If that's the honest reaction that you have, here's the thing. Like, are you saying that people should not enjoy B movies? I'm not talking about the Jerry Seinfeld DreamWorks animated classic. I'm talking about like B comedies or B horror films. Like films that are made with incredibly low budgets, but made by sometimes not exactly talented, but still very passionate people who want to tell a story. Are you saying that like people should only enjoy things that are super high quality and brush off things that are relatively low quality? Because if you're telling me that I can't sit and enjoy like a movie that was made with a budget of like 2.5 million instead of like 30 million, then that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're telling me that I can only enjoy Leonardo da Vinci or Van Gogh, and I should not be able to enjoy the finger painting that a 4-year-old ended up making and was really proud of and wanted to hang on the fridge? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. I think by complaining about the people complaining about ZA, I'm giving the video game reactionaries. Yep, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're so right. We're going to destroy that guy. Okay. We need to find a way to get all the way up there. Oh, you know what? Here's what we do. Here's what we do. We head down here. Cause then yeah. No, it's healthy to check yourself before you wreck yourself, and thank you for checking us before we ended up letting the negativity fester, you know? Anyways, let's bomb these guys. Ignore the negativity. Embrace explosions. That's what I always say. Hop off for the day, but before I go, are you going to provide a snack for us? Is that what you're gonna do? Oh, I'm excited. Ooh, you know what? A strengthened Lysol bow? Let me see what we got here. You know what? Let's get rid of the night bow. Yeah. Plenty of crab rangoons to munch on for the rest of stream. Thank you, Dippy. You are a kind soul. And I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Oh. Those guys aren't great. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Those guys are just gonna heal, though. So, maybe we just do this. And then we sneak over here. Yes, yes, yes. And then we blow them up. Ha ha! Huzzah! See y'all soon. Yeah, and chances are we'll see you in the Discord. I've been really enjoying the pictures that you've been posting, Dippy. I don't know if you're still here, but I've been appreciating those. So look what you told me on Discord. It's only healthy, but extremely important to step away from online discourse and give yourself room to breathe. Exactly. Exactly. Social media is not built with human beings in mind. Social media is built with profit in mind. Can you destroy this? No, you can't. Be pretty cool if you could, though. All right. Oh, that's a tail. Let's go, Red Lizalfo's tail. Yeah, social media algorithms are literally created to try to get engagement out of people, not necessarily with their mental health in mind. But if you wanted to engage in something healthy, you could engage in things that human beings have been doing realistically for centuries for their health. Good food, good people, good relationships. Maybe explosions in video games. No. I just love explosions in video games. Probably should have killed those guys with the first one, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Oh, I turned on the Pro HUD. I didn't even realize that I turned on the Pro HUD. I really do prefer playing this game with the Pro HUD. Oh, no, what we need to do is we need to do that, and then we need to do this. And then, like that. That ends up destroying... There we go. That's so much better. Legend ZMA must have posted shiny odds or something because I got a shiny Furfu. I have heard that the shiny mechanics in ZA are kind of broken. Which is really funny. And I kind of support. I do kind of miss the days where shinies were a little bit more rare. But I still like getting shinies, you know. It's just not as mind-blowingly rare as it was back in the days of like Gen 3. Like, I have played the Gen 3 games multiple times and have still never come across a shiny. I remember one time when my brother was playing and he ended up getting his first shiny, I like screamed. He was confused why the Pokemon was a different color, but I screamed. I was like, dude, no way! Let's go! Probably even like terrified the guy. But nowadays, I feel like it's so easy to get a shiny in most games. Is this where we go? I think we just go up here, right? Apparently the shinies don't despawn unless they run away. Yes. And as soon as you hear a shiny charm, you can hit save. And then just, like, try to find it. I have heard that. Okay. We do that. Wait. Have we already talked with him? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 50 bucks ain't bad. Ice arrow, thank you. I'll go ahead and get the Cobble Crusher. Actually, no. I'm not going to get the Cobble Crusher. I'm going to throw that. And then I'm gonna get the Cobble Crusher. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Maybe... No, that's in Kakariko Village. Captured memories. There's shrine quests, side quests. I clearly messed something up. Oh, we need to talk with the guy in Goron City before we end up doing all the things that we literally just did. I've seen multiple people try to catch an Eevee on this one rooftop fall, fail to get it, and then proceeds to no dive off of a 3-story building. It is kind of funny jumping off of buildings in Legends ZA. That is definitely a fun thing to do. I like somersaulting off of buildings where I like press the dodge roll and then immediately like fall, because I know that the Rotom is going to fix me, you know? I really hope so too, because they didn't add the shiny... Wait, did they add the shiny jingle to Gen 9? It's been a while since I played. The Eevee is the one taking... Oh, the Eevee is the one taking a note. I did see that. Oh, heard we were talking about making Wobble a Nintendo character. However, Sheldon Splatoon already exists. I mean, I do like Sheldon Splatoon. Sheldon Splatoon is great. Welcome on in, by the way, Twy. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. I feel like there's probably Animal Crossing characters that give me vibe. Like, I have been told, and I am not the one saying this, okay? This is the opinion of Polywog Nintendo, okay? An expert when it comes to Animal Crossing lore. She has told me that I give Raymond vibes. And I support that. I like Raymond. I think that he's great. I think that he's a little pretentious, but so am I, to be fair. I think that I am the bee's knees. I think that I'm all that in a bag of chips. But if somebody wants to compare me to Raymond, I would gladly do it. I would much rather be compared to Raymond in Animal Crossing than Edwin Murray from Five Nights at Freddy's lore. All right? What's wrong? With Rodonia running wild recently, Death Mountain's eruptions have gotten really bad. Do you see Rodonia stomping around up on the mountain? They say that 100 years ago it actually used to protect our people from harm. But that was then and this is now. Oh, look who's playing Legends ZA. Now all it does is mess up our mining operations. We're all suffering because it's stopping us from doing business. I can't tell you how many times we used a cannon to chase off that fiend, but it always comes back. I probably should have adjusted the camera angle so it was a little better, but yes, he did end up nearly breaking his back. Listen, man, a cutscene cheated me out of a shiny yesterday. I need redemption. That's heartbreaking, man. That is heartbreaking. There's one character I can think of that reminds me of you, but I don't know how you'll react to it. It's fine. Dish it out. Who knows? If I have a funny reaction, I can make some content out of it. You never know. Ouch! It's just some back pain. Oh my gosh, bro. You need some aspirin or some Tylenol. I'm a traveler. I see. So then you came all this way to pay your respects to me? I like you already, brother. Well, my name's Bluto. I'm the great Goron boss who's fearsome enough to silence a crying child. Wait, you're fearsome enough to silence a How do you do that? How do you do that, Bluto? How are you silencing the crying child with your fearsomeness? We gotta make sure that, does he have a hammer on his back? I'm very worried, is what I'm saying. Or to make a silenced child cry, either way. Yeah, that's also worse. That's also bad. Jerry the junk drawer from Date Everything, and I swear I don't mean that as a diss. I love a good junk drawer, though. Let me look up this guy. Jerry Junk Drawer. Junk drawer is like one of my favorite parts of the house. Okay, I don't necessarily like his outfit. He's pathetic. Oh no! No, I don't want to be pathetic. But it is funny that he is a white guy wearing glasses and has a bow tie. I just wish that he wasn't so packed with receipts. Like, he does look like he's cosplaying as a homeless person. And, like, no disrespect to homeless people, obviously. Like, they are facing a terrible situation. I do not envy it, and we should support members of our community and everything. But this is the type of guy that, like, intentionally dresses like the idea of a homeless person in order to be seen as a hipster. That is the energy that I'm getting from the character design. Who knows? Maybe if I play the game, it would be a little bit different. But I don't like his outfit. I don't like his outfit. Whenever I talk to him, he's so wobble-coated. See, when you say that, and then combine that with Twinight's comment that says that he's pathetic, I don't like that. He looks like David Tennant's doctor if the doctor's ADHD was 7,000 times worse. That's so true. That is so true. This is the 10th Doctor slash the... is David Tennant also the 15th Doctor? The 10th and the 15th? Because then it goes Matt Smith, then Peter Capaldi. No, 13th Doctor. 13th Doctor. Yeah. Because then it's Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker, David Tennant, and then Nashuti. I forget his last name. You know what? You know what? It's growing on me a little bit. He's got the bow tie of Matt Smith, but he's got the mannerisms of David Tennant. Welcome on in, Zoe. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and hydrated. I am not calling you pathetic. I'm glad you're not calling me pathetic. I'm glad that you're not calling me pathetic. I hope that he's just wholesome. I know that Twilight is calling me pathetic, but he's still, like, upset that I beat him at Mario Party 2 weeks ago. That was a fun game, though. That was a lot of fun. We really do need to play the N64 Mario Parties more often, my friend. That was crazy. Yes, it is none other than I, Bluto. I was planning to drive off Rudania like I always do, but then this blasted pain in my back flared up out of nowhere. Dude, we need to pump him full of Tylenol, and then he's gonna get really interested in Sonic the Hedgehog lore. That blasted Yunobo, when will he return? Yunobo is a young Goron who helps me drive off Rudania. No, we have already advanced to the point where we know where Yunobo is, and I was getting a little bit ahead of myself there. If you want to get technical, then starting with Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor, you actually add +1, so 9 is actually 10. Oh, yeah! Yeah, Christopher Eccleston, because you also have the War Doctor, played by Jonathan Hurt. So you have, like, the 8th Doctor, who famously did not want to come back for the 50th anniversary. So Jonathan Hurt came, and he was the War Doctor. So Christopher Eccleston is actually the 10th. Okay, so I was right. David Tennant is technically the 14th Doctor, but I was wrong in saying that he was the 10th. He's actually the 11th. It really is just One Piece for British people. It's bonkers. It is bonkers. I really need to get into One Piece. And then 10 regenerated twice, so the 11th Doctor is the 13th. Wait, 10... Yes. Yes. Correct. Yes. It's so much math, man. It's so much math. I usually let the Time Lords handle the math and the science. I'm just here for a good time, you know? I am the type of companion to last probably like a season and a half, and then would I have a tragic end, or would I dip out because I miss my family? That's the real... I don't know. I don't know. Like, I love the idea of traveling through anywhere in time and in space, and I don't think that I would get bored of that. So I would probably be the companion that sticks around just a little bit too long and then ends up having a really tragic end where I'm simply deleted from the space-time continuum. I'm only realizing this now about me. Man. We should probably, like, play the game, I guess. Oh, man, he's still achy. Oh, boy. Okay, it's time to do some Divine Beast Valrudanya. So, we head up here. Just opened my bag of jelly beans. Now my cat is eyeing me down because he thinks it's a treat. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you might be in danger. Oh, dear. I love a good jelly bean, though. I love a good jelly bean. There's a part of me that is kind of Fourth Doctor coded too. Like, I've got a little bit of Matt Smith in me. I've got a little bit of David Tennant in me, but like, the Unk part of me is definitely a little Tom Baker, you know? Definitely at least a little bit Tom Baker. Okay, well, since we've already done basically like all of this, we can just kind of skip through. I have all the Doctor Who Magic the Gathering decks, as you should. As you should. I don't, but one of my proudest possessions on my bookshelf is a Doctor Who comic that is the crossover of Doctor Who and Star Trek. It's pretty awesome. Really good art style, too. I feel like I mentioned it on stream before. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. By the way, did you guys see the, did you guys see the news about CSGO skins that was such a big story that it ended up making it to like Forbes magazine? It's really funny as somebody who is like viewing things from an outside perspective, but it's also like kind of terrifying. I don't usually have a treat bag for my dog because I've given him treats before, but whenever I tried, he just rejected all the doggy treats because he didn't like the doggy treats? That's bonkers. Maybe he likes the human food more then. Oh, there's Unobo. What a silly guy. But yeah, for those who haven't been on top of the news with like Counter-Strike Go 2 skins, their Star Trek is coming to Magic, dude! Oh my gosh, I might have to get the Catherine Janeway card. I know that I am probably one of the 12 fans out there that really love Star Trek Voyager, but I do love Star Trek Voyager. And I'm a big fan of Catherine Janeway. I would also do Ben Sisko, obviously, and of course Jean-Luc Picard. This is why he comes up to me with begging puppy eyes whenever I'm eating anything with meat. Fair, though.
Man, oh man, what am I gonna do? Monsters! They're here! They found me! Help! Huh?
I feel like they really gave Unobo a Gen Z haircut. They did their best to make a Gen Z haircut work for a Goron, and then they just kind of went with that design. But, I don't know if you guys have heard of that CSGO story, but literally, like, so the way that CSGO skins work is that it is like a complete lottery system, and it is very predatory, but it is also how the game makes its money, because I'm pretty sure CSGO is free. And so they make a lot of their money with their cosmetics and everything. The thing is, like, there was a certain market for these cosmetics because there's all these different rankings and everything. And there are certain cosmetics that you cannot actually trade up for. So normally you would be able to trade, like, common ones for uncommon ones. Like, turn in 10 commons for a single uncommon, and it would just be like completely random, but you would still be able to trade up, you know? So what they did is they not only made it so that one of the highest tiers that used to be exclusive can actually be traded up to, but they also made it so that it is far cheaper for you to take the existing skins that you have and trade up for a higher rarity. They knocked it down from 10 to 5. And what this did is that the people who had all of the rarest skins that were literally trading on like the marketplace for either hundreds or thousands or even much more than that, like hundreds of thousands of dollars just for a skin in a video game. Now, because it is a lot easier to get those skins, the supply is going up like crazy, the demand is going down like crazy, and more than $3 billion in the marketplace basically vanished overnight. And it's bonkers. It's like they're going to be studying about this in economics classes for years to come. It is crazy. Not something that I could ever get into. I'm not very much of a CSGO player. I don't really play CSGO or League or Valorant or anything. I don't like the games that rely on selling skins in order to, like, I'm not even that big of a fan of Fortnite, if I'm being honest. But, like, the fact that they have created this marketplace and with a single tweak were able to cause a crash in that marketplace is just really fascinating to me. It's really fascinating. Don't treat stuff like an investment. First thing you can learn when you get into hobbies with collectibles. Yeah, probably true. Probably true. Yeah, because no, I know that is true because I ended up buying a Joker amiibo. You know, Joker Persona 5, the hit character from Smash Bros. I ended up buying that amiibo from a third-party marketplace, and I spent way more money than I should have because the moment that I bought it, literally days later, Nintendo announced they were doing a reprint. And I felt so bad. I recently ended up buying all of the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo, but only because I was able to get them on sale for like 20 bucks a head instead of 30 bucks a head, because I'm not spending $30 on an amiibo. Not again. I love Sakurai, and I love literally everything that man does. But if you're really thinking that I'm going to spend $250 on the Kirby Air Riders amiibo, you're just wrong, my friend. I'm the Joker, baby. I'm the Joker. Yeah. That's my favorite line from Persona 5 Royal. It's so good. Were you the one who broke through that crag to rescue me, Goro? Thanks, brother. But what brought you all the way out here to begin with? I'm looking for a really cool and handsome guy named Yunobo. Got Ghost of Tsushima. I'm really loving the game so far. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima is so good. It's like Assassin's Creed if it was good. And it is a lot of fun. Yeah, like Jin Sakai is a very compelling character, first of all. But like some of those dueling battles where it's just you and another person and two katanas and you're just going at it, those are some of the most intense fights. And it is so much fun. I am glad that you're enjoying the game. Because you also, I think it was earlier this year in the summer, you were also doing, whatchamacallit, the Horizon games. And I do like Horizon Zero Dawn. Was that this summer or was that way earlier? I might be mixing things up. Assassin's Creed became terrible when they switched the RPG style of play. I disagree. Way early. Okay, yeah, no. Time is a circle. Time is. I don't view time as a linear construct. It's not really like a fabric of space-time. For me, it's more like a rug that's rolled up and careening down the street that is in Sonic Adventure 2. I've gone all the way through 6 different new game pluses for Horizon Forbidden West. That's dedication, Zoe. That is dedication. No, I actually really like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I didn't really like Origins, and I never really played the Viking one. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is one of the best games in the series. It is. I do think that Odyssey is one of the best games in the series, and that is one that they leaned heavily into the RPG mechanics. No, what I think happened is, and I know that this is kind of like common in the lore for Assassin's Creed, like in the discourse in the community. Like, I feel like Assassin's Creed, classic Assassin's Creed, hit its peak at Assassin's Creed 4, and it started dipping after that. Because, like, I do like Rogue, but Assassin's Creed 4 is a better game. Assassin's Creed Unity, which was the next game that was for the PlayStation 4, buggy mess, and I didn't necessarily like it that good. I have heard that Mirage is good. I have definitely heard that Mirage is good. The thing is, like, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I feel that if you wanted to stick with the original storyline, with Abstergo, with the Templars and everything, it, like, that storyline really came to a head in Assassin's Creed 3, but they wanted to keep making games to make more money, so they made Assassin's Creed 4. It was such a breath of fresh air for the series. Hey, Polly! Look at that. It was such a breath of fresh air for the series, but then they ended up, like, trying to modernize the series with Unity and with Syndicate and everything, but it just didn't quite stick the landing. And so they were like, okay, we need another change for the series. Let's lean into RPGs. RPGs like Skyrim and like Witcher 3, they're becoming really popular. Let's go ahead and lead into that. But they didn't really fully commit in Origins. I feel like they commit a lot more with Odyssey, and the game ends up being a lot better as a result. But a lot of the games are too big now. And when the games end up getting so big with really advanced graphics, then you do kind of have to cut corners. And obviously they were cutting corners earlier with like copy paste content going all the way back to like AC2 or AC Brotherhood and whatnot. But the copy paste content is even more apparent in really large maps. And so I don't know. I haven't played Shadows. I've heard that Shadows is a lot of fun and that it is good, but I also don't want to give Ubisoft money. So I'm mostly looking to see if I could eventually get like a used copy when I'm done with grad school. I'm going to be done in like a month, and I'm so thankful for that. Played Mirage, and it's pretty good. I like stealth, probably actually like old Assassin's Creed games, though, before I compare it to them, because I've only played the Assassin's Creed games because my dad is interested in the series and keeps buying the newer games. That's nice. Sorry about that. But the other thing is, like, I feel that Assassin's Creed Odyssey would be probably a better game if it wasn't so closely tied to the Assassin's Creed lore. It's not even that closely tied to the Assassin's Creed lore, but if you were to remove any semblance of Abstergo Industries or anything from the modern day, I actually think that, like, if you were to take the game of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and simply just call it something besides Assassin's Creed, I don't think that people would hate on the game as much as they do. But the fact that they're tying it with Assassin's Creed and they're linking it with Ezio, they're linking it with like all the other characters and lore, and they're still trying to make it all fit in with the franchise so that way they can sell the game based off of IP recognition, that, if anything, drags the game down. The first DLC is good, the second DLC is very meh. I haven't even played the DLC. I did really like the post-game where you end up going after the mythical monsters like the Cyclops and Medusa and whatnot. Those were really cool. Be careful with talking about AC. I don't take a swing at my king Ezio. Oh no, I love Ezio. I absolutely love Ezio. He's a phenomenal character. Yeah. Kenway is also really good and a really compelling character. And like the ending of Assassin's Creed 4 is so emotional. And I think that people don't give AC4's story enough credit. I think that it is so great. But I do also understand the people that say that, you know, I don't like the RPG mechanics because, you know, it's very different from the rest of the series. If you wanted to play a really well-done RPG, you could simply pop in The Witcher 3, you know? Kenway, Connor, and Shay are my AC goats. Interesting. Interesting that you would rank them above Ezio. Connor, like, I really wanted to like Connor more, but I feel like there were lots of decisions that his character made that were not what most people would make in like there were a lot of decisions that he made that I was like, dude, this doesn't make any historical sense. I don't know why you would do it this way. And I don't know why you view like one side of this war as better than the other when they are literally both taking your people's land away. I don't know. Shay is a pretty compelling character. When I played Assassin's Creed Rogue, I don't know why I did this, but I played the entire game in French with English subtitles. And maybe I would like it more if I were to actually listen to Shay in his Irish accent. Because, like, I love a good Irish accent, man. The Irish accent is probably, like, one of my favorite accents. But I also have to specify, when I say Irish accent, like, yes, I do like the Dublin accent. I also like the Northern Irish accent. I know that Northern Ireland and Ireland are obviously very different places, you know. I'm a sucker for the Galway accent, too. I really like the bouncy and jovial nature of the Galway accent. Don't get me wrong, Ezio is awesome, but there's something about those three that are just chef's kiss. That's fair. That's fair. Ezio is, like, a very confident rogue who has kind of an over-the-top personality in his first game and ends up becoming more mellow as the game progresses. But, like, Kenway is definitely a swashbuckler, and Connor's just cool. Connor's just cool. The DLC where he, like, can embody animal spirits, like, it's a bit racially insensitive, but it's also kind of funny. And then he ends up, like, killing George Washington or something, because Washington ends up becoming a king and uses the Apple of Eden to, like, become a dictator. It's crazy. It's crazy. I came to get some painkillers for boss, but a magma bomb caused a rock slide, sealing the entrance, Goro. By the way, how did you break those rocks at the entrance, Goro? With a cannon. Huh? You use boss's cannon? That thing is so difficult to use. I thought only boss could handle it. This isn't the time to chat. I need to deliver those painkillers as soon as possible. Sorry, I gotta run, but do come by and see the boss later, okay? He may be gruff, but he always repays a favor. I'm sure there's a reward in it for you. Okay then, goodbye for now, Goro. He's so me. Man, I wish that I could just roll around like that. I think we're just gonna fast travel. We're just gonna fast travel. It's okay. We're just gonna fast travel. You can if you don't care about being judged. Twilight, I know that no matter what I do, you're gonna judge me though. I could be doing like flawless execution and you would still end up judging. You would still find a way to judge me. I could do a no-hit run of the boss, and you'd be like, could have done it faster. Flawless eggs. Flawless eggs? Oh, flawless execution is what I meant. Flawless execution. I do make some pretty good eggs. All right, you have had my Eggs Benedict. Don't even lie. Those are delicious. Would you guys be... I shouldn't make any promises. I really shouldn't make any promises. But part of me is thinking that maybe I should make a Wobble Foods video with Eggs Benedict. I think that maybe I should do it one of these days. Last Wobble Foods video was a lot of fun. We ended up making crab rangoons, and I still have so many of them in my freezer. Or maybe what we could do is we could make a community event out of it. And then, well, obviously we're going to do another charity stream for Mario March when that ends up rolling around. And when we do that, then we can unlock a new Wobble Foods video. And I could basically create a poll in the Discord Or I could create a channel in the Discord that would allow for you guys to vote for what we would end up doing. Cook Yoshi eggs? That is so great of you to say now that Dippy is no longer here in chat. Because if Dippy was still here, then they would be crying and screaming right now. But I could definitely cook some Yoshi eggs. That'd be awesome. Fireproof elixir, bro. Let's go. I mean, no disrespect to Daruk's legacy, but if I'm not there to give that Redania a good walloping... Are you telling me that you don't know about Daruk, the Goron champion? See that statue up there? That's Daruk. Oh my gosh, we're getting a cutscene time, dude. I love the guy. I love this guy. Daruk is such a great champion, man. I remember.
Yeah, I think I'm finally getting the hang of controlling this divine beast. I tell you what, sure is a blast piloting a toy like this around. Let those other champions know. They better eat their gravel if they want to keep up with Daruk.
You better eat your Wheaties.
Can you believe this view? Just look at all those delectable rocks sprinkled on those mountains. Mighty tasty. I may not know a whole lot about this Calamity Ganon thing.
Oh, I know
Mark
tomorrow night.
my words. I'll protect this land of ours to the death. Right, little guy? Hey, by the way, congrats on becoming the princess's appointed knight.
Oh, thank you.
That's a really big deal. Protecting the king's daughter. No pressure. Seriously, though, the princess is a strong personality. So strong, she can't quite see the range for the peaks. Remember that, and you'll be fine. Huh?
That is a very apt description of Zelda. Oh boy. It's gonna be nice to get that shield.
So what was I saying? That was a little strange. As far as I know, Death Mountain has been quiet for decades. But if the mountain is shivering enough to send down a bunch of boulders that size, then never mind. Forget I said anything.
I feel like Gorons are like what happens when a geologist gets too hungry. Age of Imprisonment is less than 2 weeks and there's been next to no information on it. Wouldn't have it any other way. There was a new trailer and everything that ended up dropping. When is the release date for Kirby Air Riders again, though? Kirby Air Riders release date. Let's see. Oh, that's late November. I thought it was early November. Man. Should I get Age of Imprisonment? Well, if I get Age of Imprisonment and start playing it on stream, then we're going to have another stinking series that isn't going to be finished in a really long time. So, might hold it out just for Kirby Air Riders, if I'm being honest with you guys. We still have some progress that we need to make in Hollow Knight and everything. We still need to do Breath of the Wild, and we are going to finish Tears of the Kingdom, Minimum Hearts Edition, before the end of this calendar year. Mark my words, it is happening, all right? We are so close to the end. Probably going to end up wrapping that up in December. Yeah. No, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking in terms of schedule. But yeah, Age of Imprisonment, there's a part of me that is kind of excited. I'm not as excited as I want to be, though. That's what that slacker can even use Daruk's protection. He uses it to protect himself, and when he fire him at Redania. That's just the only way we can chase that blasted beast away. We have no choice because normal cannonballs are no good against him. Alright, that's enough out of me. Time to go drive off Redania. Yeah, I still haven't finished the Minimum Hearts run yet. I've been sitting here with mine finished like a month now. Yeah. Okay, to be fair, Zoe, when Donkey Kong Bonanza came out, that became like a religion for me. And so, like, I was a devout follower of the Church of Donkey Kong Bonanza. We ended up beating that game. We finished the post game. It was phenomenal. But, like, now we're doing Hollow Knight, and it's just, yeah. I hope to finish Hollow Knight on stream. I'm also really bad at it, so I'm not, like, I don't want to make any promises. Yes, Peachy, dumb traveler, of course I'm not okay. I'm afraid I won't be going anywhere today. I hate to put you on the spot, but can you please go tell Yonobo that I'm gonna have to cancel for today? He should be at Elden Bridge. Elden Bridge, you say? Elden Bridge? Ah, we have to go this way. See, without the map in the corner, I'm having to kind of pay more attention to my surroundings, which is, I think, it is a much more enjoyable way to play video games. And we're still not going the right direction, so we go this way. That's a ham. Oh, the lizard ran away. You want to use spells in Hollow Knight so bad, you want to use the game's mechanics to deal an insane amount of damage. I mean, yeah, but like I want to get more spells. I only have like the one spell, and it's not super great. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of off-stream grinding just to like get like a full face mask thing, and then fully upgrade my dodgeball so I have more energy and whatnot. Get a giant ball of mayonnaise, you know? But I'm definitely more of a sword guy than a spells guy. Just because, like, I do not feel confident in my abilities to survive, and I always want to have at least something left over to heal. I think one of the reasons I like Ezio so much is because the OST that accompanies him is it really is. The soundtrack is great in Assassin's Creed 2. The soundtrack is also great in Assassin's Creed 4. Ooh, I would like to heal, actually. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Probably should have done that instead of spending 20 bucks on a hotel. Man, 20 bucks on a hotel in Hyrule. Could you imagine if hotel rooms were actually 20 bucks today? I would travel so much more often. Okay. Oh, there is a shrine nearby. I do still have the shrine activated. Like, I have Pro HUD on, but I still like knowing that I'm close to a shrine. And there's the lizard in the back. Man, the fact that they had this game running on the original Switch and you could just, like, walk up and see the lizard like that. Pretty... Oh, Lord! Pretty bonkers. Oh.
Snack time?
It's still happening. Okay. Marbled rock roast? I do love a good marbled rock roast. Thank you. Okay, it's closer this way. Oh, the lizard disappeared. Marbled rock roast. Gordon Ramsay if he was a geologist. Could you imagine a Goron version of Gordon Ramsay? We could call him Goron Ramsay. Wait, where is it? Oh, It was right in front of me, actually. Dude, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was my childhood in middle school. Let me tell you. I grew up on PBS Kids, but when I finally ended up taking the plunge into Disney Channel and started watching Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, that was so much fun. I had the biggest crush on Ashley Tisdale. She was in Sweet Life and she was in High School Musical. And then when I found out that she played Candace in Phineas and Ferb, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Thank you for shooting me with the pun gun, by the way. Okay. Okay. Is this what we need to do? Was that it? Was that it? That was the only puzzle? That was a Tears of the Kingdom puzzle. That wasn't a Breath of the Wild puzzle. I had a crush on the girl who played London. Wasn't a fan of London's character, but I thought that she... Brenda Song is a very pretty person. Brenda Song is very pretty. She is also obviously incredibly talented, and she's more than just her looks, obviously, but like she is very pretty. About High School Musical, I didn't know it at the time, but I think I had a crush on Troy. You know, I never really got the crush thing on Zac Efron until after he was kind of done with High School Musical, but I do think that I had a little bit of a crush on Corbin Bleu. Because he was not only in High School Musical, like all the High School Musical movies, but he was also in... Did we fit? No, there's a chest. There's a chest in here that we still haven't gotten. Let's see if we can find that chest. But he was also in a movie that came out after High School Musical 2, I think. It was called Jump In, and it was about a guy that was getting involved in like competitive double dutch. And that movie actually got me interested in double Dutch jump roping and whatnot. And I was actually kind of good at it in middle school. And I do still enjoy double Dutch today, at least conceptually. Where's the chest? Oh. It's up there. She kind of was the unofficial queen. Oh, wait, hold up. No, you need to get on top of the stone first. There we go. Because then you get the height that you need for the chest, boys and girls. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Because she also played... Was the movie called Wendy Wu? It was like a movie that came out in 2004 or 2005 where she played like a kung fu master, I think. Am I misremembering? I feel like she was in another movie as well. She did so many Disney Channel original movies. And then like once she was done, yeah, Wendy Wu, Homecoming War. I knew it. I knew it. Man, those particular neurons have not been activated in my brain in like 3 years. The fact that I was able to recall that, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Never saw the movie. But I'm glad that you loved it, Jim. Okay. Yeah, we keep going up here. Now I look back on it and... Well, I mean, yeah. There are lots of things that you look back on and you're like, ugh. I loved High School Musical, but even I had to admit that, like, especially nowadays, High School Musical, the writing, really not great. Really not great. Someone please help me! Okay, okay, listen, guy. Listen, guy. I know that you're not a fan of what I'm doing, but I do need to clobber you with a hammer. Okay, okay. Nice counter-argument. Nice counter-argument. However, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with one of these bad boys. And then, let's go ahead. I don't have a lot of meals. Maybe I should cook some meals, actually. Maybe I should cook some meals. Not good. Not good. I feel like I should save those. He also does have... I think this is what we need. There we go. Okay. So that guy's dead. There we go! Easy. High School Musical is the definition of camp. It really is the definition of camp. It's like, it's really difficult to take a lot of the plot points seriously because a lot of things are done way over the top, and like the dichotomy between theater and sports, like you could tell that it was written by a theater kid that was like trying to process the things that he ended up experiencing in high school. Was there a spin-off movie called Sharpay? I feel like there was some sort of spin-off High School Musical Sharpay. Yeah, Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. Here we go. Here we go. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. You know what? Maybe we could... Is that? Yeah, there we go. Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. All right, so... 2011 American direct-to-video musical romantic comedy film. Set after the years of High School Musical 3, senior year. The film centers on Sharpay Evans' life after graduation and her efforts to obtain a role in a Broadway show. Released as a Blu-ray DVD combo pack on April 19th, 2011. Boy, they were really filming this during the recovery of the Great Recession, huh? Okay, and it then premiered as a Disney Channel original movie. So it started off as a release to Blu-ray and then ended up... Okay. Oh my gosh, the plot. We have to stay on top of the plot, guys. I mean, there is High School Musical, the series on Disney+. I didn't remember this shrine. Don't worry. It's not that common of a shrine. Not too many people end up visiting it in Breath of the Wild, Little Octo. But if you do the 100% completion, then you do Sharpay's Shrine. Absolutely. Let's see. Dance number at the Lava Springs Country Club. There she meets famous producer and casting director Jerry Taylor, played by Pat Mastroianni. Offers her a chance to star in the newest show on Broadway. Sharpay asks her father, Vance, to help to let her move to the New York City on her own. He hesitantly accepts, but he has a condition. If the plan backfires, she is not in the show by the end of the month, Sharpay will need to move back with her parents and work at Lava. A month. You are giving a literal fresh high school graduate 1 month to land a gig in a Broadway show? That is an insane standard. What? What? That is not a very supportive father. That's... Wow. There should be a High School Musical sequel called College Musical. No. Oh, God. Oh. You know that they're going to have a dance number where they have carafes of coffee that they pass back and forth with each other. Okay, Sharpay will need to move back with her parents and work at Lava Springs. In New York, Sharpay is kicked out of her penthouse because they do not allow dogs, and she refuses to part with her own dog, Boy. Oh my god. Oh, some Disney parents are crazy, dude. While moping on the street, she meets Peyton Leverett, an aspiring film director and son of Sharpay's mother's friend from college. He offers her a studio apartment if she will be the subject of his film project. Wait, okay, there's a lot going on. Wow. I made a hacker rage quit due to them being unable to beat me despite... Nice! That's a satisfying feeling. Sharpay accepts but is distraught that when she realizes life in New York is not as glamorous as it was back home. To make her feel better, Peyton takes her to the stage of a Broadway theater, which inspires her to make the best of the situation. The next day, Sharpay heads to her audition, only to discover that Jerry only wanted to audition Boy for the part of best friend in his new musical, A Girl's Best Friend. Oh my god! What? Jerry... What? Jerry said, pack your bags, move to New York, you're gonna be in Broadway, but only specified after the kid moved to Broadway that he only wanted the dog in the play? Are you kidding me? That's insane. That's psychotic. It's Sharpay's time. Okay, she becomes discouraged. But with the help of Peyton, she auditions him, My Boy and Me, only to be caught in a tie with a very competitive child star Roger Elliston, Bradley Stephen Perry, and his pedigree, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, Countess, My Girl and Me. Later, Sharpay meets Broadway star Amber Lee Adams, Cameron Goodman, the star of the show, whom Sharpay admires. Rehearsals begin the next morning with the directors Gil Sams and Neil Roberts both using dogs interchangeably to determine which one will get the role. This is so difficult to follow. It's so difficult to follow. Okay, after rehearsals, Amber Lee fires her assistant and hires Sharpay. It literally took her 3 days, and she's already getting gigs in Broadway, who accepts in the hope that it will help Boy get chosen. Later, by pretending to be Sharpay's friend and implying that Boy will get the part. No, the thing is, she was hired as an assistant. She already has an in. Movie over. Amber Lee convinces Sharpay to be her maid. Boy and Countess run away together, madly in love, and enjoy a jaunt around the city. Okay, all right. Sharpay and Roger panic, finally uniting to find the dogs. Peyton finds them and returns them to the two new friends. At the end of the day, Peyton... that is a long shrine... It really is a long shrine solution. But, like, 3 days to complete... Yeah, 3 days to complete a shrine in Breath of Wild is bonkers. But the fact that so many stars are aligning is also really convenient. Peyton tells Sharpay the girl he met on the first day would trust her in her own talents, rather than sell her soul to get ahead, and they get in a fight. Sharpay finds out that Amber Lee plans to remove the dogs from the show and make it all about her. You can't do that! Not without approval from the director, the writer, and the producer. Heartbroken, Sharpay seeks the support of Peyton, and they make up. The next day, the first day of previews, mind you, Sharpay and Roger concoct a plan to remove Amber Lee from the show? What? Is there an understudy? Roger smears raw chicken all over her golden shoes? What is this movie? What is this movie? Oh my gosh, Sharpay and Roger concoct a plan to remove Amber Lee from the show. Roger, yeah, okay. And when Amber Lee wears them, the dogs start to lick her shoes. Her plan works, and when Amber Lee reveals her true colors to the audience, who become outraged and begin booing her with her outburst. However, Amber Lee quits the production, and Sharpay is fired. The writers to many the puzzle is read out loud, the movie plot without... Oh my god. True. Yeah, no, this is... It's crazy. Oh my gosh, there's additional scene. Okay, I can't get too far ahead. When the show is about to be canceled due to the loss of its star, Peyton shows his footage of Sharpay singing the show's emotional ballad, New York's Best Kept Secret. Impressed, the directors reinstate Sharpay as the lead. However, Sharpay only accepts the role on the condition that Boy and Countess split the role of the best friend equally. The directors agree, and the production is back on. This is not how any of this works. Sharpay confides in Peyton and fears about being a star, assuring her that she will be great. Peyton kisses her. On opening night, paparazzi are everywhere, and fans and stars alike flood the theater to see the opening night of A Girl's Best Friend. Peyton, Sharpay's parents, and the world watch. And Sharpay finally take the stage in her Broadway. Finally? It's been less than a week! What do you mean, finally? Wait a minute. There was a scene that was exclusive to television and Netflix showings. Sharpay's twin brother, Ryan, returns, okay, on a break from his musical tour around... Wait, what? What? Ryan was already in Broadway and being successful before Sharpay even begins on her adventure? Oh my god. Pays her a visit after she becomes a star on Broadway to congratulate her. When Boy escapes from Sharpay's apartment, she chases after him, and Ryan relaxes on his sister's bed until it folds back into the closet, taking him with it. What? What is this movie? What is this movie? That's not real. That was greenlit by committees. That was greenlit by committees. And they let it happen. Oh my god. The bed killed Ryan. We have not heard from him since. We don't know what happened to him. If the camera had kept rolling, there might be like blood dripping from the closet. You don't know. Oh my gosh, my cousin used a skew to clip through the wall of the shrine to skip the puzzle. The big sleep. Oh lord. All right. Oh, should we? You know what? There we go. We got those. Wow. That was the wildest. That was crazy. Okay. Now. That was a fever dream. That's what that was. What? Maybe he has to get in here. Hey, man. Thanks for saving me, brother. I would have been in real trouble if you hadn't shown up when you did, Goro. Still no sign of boss, eh? He's not coming. But why, Goro? His back hurts. After we went through all that trouble to get them, the painkillers didn't even end up working, Goro. I mean, it was probably a pretty easy prediction to make, Little Octo, but you should definitely still give yourself a pat on the back. No, definitely. The fact that Peach ended up making that throwaway line at the middle of the movie saying that there's a whole universe out there filled with galaxies, that was kind of like teeing up the pitch quite a bit. But, I mean, like, still, 10 points to you. I want to board Rudania. What do you think you are, Lord Daruk? It's dangerous in there, Goro. Oh, yes. Well, to be fair, I've also seen the Mario movie like 5 times. Like, out of the animated movies that have come out within the last 5 years, I have seen the Mario movie most often because I saw it in theaters on my own. I saw it in theaters with friends, and then I have seen it multiple times at home with my partner, and at least once without my partner. So, like, I have seen that movie a lot. It's quite the hyperfixation. That was the most obvious wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. Why risk it? Well, I don't really get it, but I'm sure you have your reasons, Goro. The problem is, good old boss raised the Bridge of Elden to make sure that mean divine beast couldn't get over here. In order to get where Rudania is, we'll have to find a way to get the Bridge of Elden back down, Goro. Boss would normally use the cannon to lower it, but we can't get across unless we figure something out. If Boss can't come down here, then he can't use the cannon to lower the bridge. That means we're out of luck, Goro. Oh, it occurs to me that you know how to use the cannons, don't you, Goro? Maybe we can get across after all. Let's just do what I do to help Boss sometimes. That means I'm going to be a cannonball. You'll launch me, Goro. I've got Daruk's protection, Goro. My ancestors can't possibly fail me. That means I can smash into anything and it won't hurt one bit, Goro. My ancestor Daruk was a big deal, Goro. That's what Boss says, so it's just gotta be true. And I can use Daruk's protection just like Daruk could. That means there's no need to worry, Goro. So rest easy, got it? Well, go on then. Take aim at the Bridge of Eldin and fire away, Goro. Just, you know, be kinda gentle about it. There we go. There's a Macbeth Roblox game with Assassin's Creed game. What? A Macbeth Roblox game? How do you do Act 5 of Macbeth on Roblox in ways that are family friendly? Unless you don't do it family friendly and you remain authentic. I'm watching Beetlejuice the musical live. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I would love to see that live. I still haven't seen the original movie. When I ended up watching, I don't know if anybody here is a fan of Shea Frillis, but he ended up doing a ranking every Tim Burton movie list. And it made me realize how little of Tim Burton's movies I have actually seen. Murder is E for ever. Oh God. I sure hope not. Oh boy. Pikmin guy mentioned. Like, Pikmin guy on the internet, either it's Shea Frillis or it's Arlo. Did you guys see that they updated Pikmin 4? But they did not give us mouse controls or a Switch 2 edition? They gave us costumes and photo mode? What's up with that? Pikmin with mouse controls is such an easy layup, and they're not doing it. But they are giving, I'm thankful for the costumes and everything, but I'm just really surprised that we're not getting performance upgrades for like Switch 2. Maybe it's an engine issue, I don't know, because I do know that Pikmin is Unreal Engine. I'm pretty sure it's Unreal Engine. I think it's Unreal Engine 4. If one finds you, Redania will go nuts, which will cause Death Mountain to go erupt, Goro. I always get spotted, and then magma bombs come raining down one after another. If Boss were here, he'd swat those magma bombs away like they were nothing and force his way up. Don't think you'd be able to do that, Goro, and I don't want to cause you any trouble. I have not played Hey Pikmin, but I am really glad that you enjoy things, little Octo. I'm not going to turn you into paste. I'm going to do a whistle. That's a great idea, Goro. When I hear you whistle, I'll either stop in my tracks or start moving forward. I like it. Even though it's kind of like calling a horse, Goro. Okay then, I'm counting on you and your whistles to make sure I'm not spotted by those awful sentries. Okay. I think that, like, for a DS game, I imagine that it was probably all right. Okay. You're gonna stay there. I like having little guys, too. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe you don't want to do it this way, actually. Maybe you just want to hide underneath. We're gonna wait for them to start running across. I like how Legends EA is more saturated, so subtle shinies are a little... That is nice. Because there are some shinies that are definitely subtle and difficult to notice. Like Gengar, especially. Gengar, I am so bad at determining a shiny for. Unless he opens his mouth and shows his tongue, There's like nothing. Come on. Okay. You're gonna stay there. Oh, Among Us is awesome. Among Us is so much fun. I've played it, like, not a lot, though. Ooh, we love those diamonds, dude. Among Us? Sus? When red is sus? When cyan is sus? Yeah.
Okay.
I really do like how he stands at attention, too. I hate the newest map, though. I have not played any of the newest map. Like, when it comes to, like, Among Us likes, I don't know how else to describe them. I mean, like, I guess Mafia likes is another way to describe them. Oh, push the rock. Push the rock. Into the lava. Yes! Make more lava! I prefer Goose Goose Duck. Werewolf likes are also another way to describe it, definitely.
Yep.
Okay. What if we do this? Okay, so we do need him to go up here. We need him to come up. All right.
All right.
Come here, my friend. Come here. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have played Goose Goose Duck, but it is barrels of fun. Yes?
Better aim.
That didn't exactly work. The new map is terrible. I'm sorry.
Better aim.
Let's try one more time. No, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Goose Goose Duck dares to ask the question, what if Among Us was good and had regular content updates? They are very brave for doing that. They are very brave for doing that, and I admire the work that they are doing. I love playing Goose Goose Duck with friends. I'm so bad at it because I am a notoriously bad liar. But it's still a lot of fun. One game that is a lot of fun to play with friends, definitely not family friendly, as you can imagine by the title, but Killing Floor 2. It's basically a horde shooter where you just shoot a bunch of zombies. And it's just wave after wave after wave of zombies. And it's a lot of fun, man. Yeah! Destroy them! Destroy them with magnets! Destroy the guys with magnets! It's time to destroy the guys with magnets! A little biased because I played with one of the head devs a few times, but I fully believe Goose Goose Duck is the better game. Oh no, I believe that too. 100% I believe that too. Maybe that's not the way to go. Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. You know what? You have been naughty. You go in the lava. The naughty children go in the lava.
Okay.
Oh, look. When are you releasing your NFT. What? I am not releasing my NFT. No. No, I'm allergic to bad things. I'm not gonna have an NFT. I can't be asked to respect NFTs with good spec. This is fair. This is fair. Oh, I forgot to whistle. Dude, Varudania is such a sassy icon. Such a sassy icon, dude. Okay. Where is he?
This is bad.
So he passed. No, let's just run. Let's just run. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, that could have ended terribly. Okay. I think we should just keep going. For the price of 100,000 bits, I'll send people an already publicly available of Wobble's PNG. That's the closest y'all are getting to an NFT. Sure, man. Yeah. If somebody wants to donate 100,000 bits to access a JPEG that's already out there, we could do that. Yeah. What's the most out there glitch any of you have ever done? Like in a video game? The most out there glitch. I mean, I've done glitches in games. I really like the glitch at the end of Gen 3 Pokemon, like Emerald specifically, where you have the item duplication glitch. 9 bits, take it or leave it. I love to moon jump in this game. Moon jumping is fun. I don't know if it's so much of a glitch as it is a feature, but I also really love the crouch slide in the ice levels in Mario 3D World. The crouch slide that that allows you to accelerate your speed like crazy. You know, one glitch that I don't know if I have ever done. I might have done it just to like test it out. No, I actually don't think that I've done it. I think that I've only seen other people do it. I really like horse tilt in Skyrim. Horse tilt is very funny. Yeah, I mean, like most out there glitches, I mean, like probably just like average gameplay of Skyrim would probably qualify. Oh God. Let's do this great crossblade.
Snack time?
That guy's down. That guy is down for the count. Also, where is Yunobo? Where is Yunobo?
Snack time?
King Dodongo as a snack. Chicken sandwich is a snack. Thank you, Gem. Okay, so maybe this isn't the way to do it. Maybe instead we do this. And of course he found a way to get to the other side. Okay. Maybe? Hold up. Maybe? Guys, I'm sorry. I forgot that I was an idiot. I forgot that I was in the fire area. Dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So
Nice
many.
shot.
Thank you. Come here. There we go. Now we're on the right side. I was really hoping to save Mifa's Grace for the actual dungeon. But sometimes the game decides other things. Has Wobble found the big metal door yet? Not yet, I don't think. Not quite. For context, the glitch where I made a black hole break all the items of the animation that would suck them to 0, 0, and then would stop existing, and green teams spawn stopped existing by... Okay. So this was a glitch in a multiplayer game. No, come here. You doofus. You doofus, come here. This happens to me every server until the next patch. I hope you're not frustrating the teams too much. Whoops. Actually, there we go. You go down there, and then we'll go ahead and...
How about this?
Are you supposed to be able to hit the guys? Because I'd like to be able to hit the guys. Oh, I hit the guys, dude! That was actually huge! I didn't actually know how I did it. I still don't. But it still happens. And as long as you end up benefiting from it, then, like, go for it. There's a metal door back there. The intended way is to use it to block the robot's vision so it doesn't spot Yunobo. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. I thought that if it had, like, literally any... Oh, I just destroyed that flint. Whoops. If it had anything that went in its vision, that it would trigger the alarm. You go ahead and stay right there, bud. Okay. What if I were to hop up here? Oh, there we go, because then we take the metal guys. We take the metal guys. Robot goes just a magic flying door. Nothing weird about that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're not programmed to see a metal door as something that is a threat. It doesn't understand what is a metal door and what is not. It wasn't trained on metal, it was trained on blood. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, you're a good child. You're not going to be thrown into the lava. Blood and... Oh, God! You know what? You are now a bad child. You are now a bad child. Okay, I see that blood moon. You're going to have to be quick, man. You're going to have to be quick. Because we are not wanting to deal with this again. God, it'd be so cool if he helped us in combat. No, I just want to get up here. Oh, look at them throwing rocks at us. No, here's what I'm thinking. We get up here. And then... oh, they're not heavy enough. Yeah, they're not quite heavy enough. I think that we are gonna have to actually engage. All right, so without further ado, come here, you silly boys. Okay, okay, silly boys. Silly boys. Okay. Now I do worry slightly that they're about to respawn. So once again, we need to be quick, you know, Bo. We got to be quick. Where are we aiming, though? One of my new favorite things to do in Roblox is just post a detailed paragraph of how to set a set of muscles work to provide movement and watch the confusion spread. Oh, no, you don't understand. You just gotta, like, engage in cellular respiration. You gotta go through the chain of different reactions in your mitochondria. You gotta convert adenosine triphosphate into adenosine diphosphate, and then you should be fine. It's easy. It's easy, man. This is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about. And now we need to... it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. It's a mess, I tell you. This is... no disrespecting you, Nobo. If anybody's gonna disrespect you, Nobo, it's me. Antagonist pairs and filament. Get disappeared. Okay. Okay. Whoops. We want that, but we... there we go. So what are we aiming at? Like, this is the end of the road. So he becomes a capitalist in... he does become a capitalist in Tears of the Kingdom. That's a very fair point. Therefore, he does definitely lose a little bit of respect.
Here we go.
Where are we going? Where? If we hit it here...
How about this?
how about it, Yunobo? Where are we going? Yeah, he only shoots the drones last time. Yeah, okay. Did Wobble forget to shoot the lizard as he ascended? Probably. I did probably forget that. He is bad in Hyrule Warriors. He's definitely not my favorite in Hyrule Warriors. I really like Purah in Hyrule Warriors. I'm always going to be a fan of Link. I really like the boring generic characters. Okay. So, how do we get the lizard back? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot the dungeon to drive it up the mountain. Where is the divine beast then? Dude, I mained Urbosa in it. Urbosa is pretty great. Okay, so he is... Oh my god, okay. We have to go back. Yunobo, now that we've completely cleared this, Yunobo couldn't hear you. I should have named my horse Yunobo. Let's do that infinite sprint glitch. Okay. He still couldn't hear me? Come on, man. There we go. Mifa was broken for escort missions. I did end up doing one glitch in Age of Calamity where Mifa, for some reason, was only 2 feet tall. I don't know what was happening with the code and the rendering or whatnot, but they made Mifa 2 feet tall. And she was just, like, running around. And she was on the struggle bus for the longest time. But I did the entire mission, and it was fine. I just couldn't reach the enemies nearly as much. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way back to the first cannon. Compared to her brother, she basically is 2 feet tall. This is true. This is true. Okay. Looks like there's only the one guy. Oh my god, I didn't even hit him. Cool.
Wait up! Right.
Okay, let's do the metal door. That's also a way to do it. There we go. You did make it all the way. Oh, man. Go ahead. I've already been spoiled so much because people on TikTok have absolutely zero control when it comes to what they have in the first few seconds of their post. So I've already been spoiled on so many different Pokemon in Legends ZA. It's very frustrating. But this is the price that I have to pay when I have an internet connection. Honestly, can I be real with you guys? I have thought about the honest prospect. Oh, I got Drampa. Oh, I love Drampa. I even ended up fighting a Drampa. Yeah. Yeah, I did the first Vinny fight already. And Mega Drampa looks sick. Mega Drampa looks awesome. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I have actually thought about basically my next phone being a full-on just flip phone, one that doesn't connect with the internet and one that can only call and text. I would still probably keep the phone that I have now and then just connect to Wi-Fi anytime that I want to post to social media, because like I'm a content creator. I'm still going to be posting things to TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. But I feel that like when it comes to my daily driver, the thing that I'm actually carrying with me, part of me honestly wants to do a flip phone, because like if I do that, then I'm not having my data constantly collected everywhere that I go and with everything that I do. And now with them ham-fisting AI assistants and things that don't need them just so that they can collect even more data off of me, I really don't like the idea of basically having Big Brother like always on my side. I just don't have social media. Like, that's fair. That's fair. Social media is not good for you. Whoever designed Mega Drampa deserves a consenting kiss on the cheek. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mega Drampa is such a good Mega. I don't know if there was Mega Drampa in X and Y, though. Is that something that is new in Legends ZA? Asking as somebody who has never completed. Oh, okay. So it's completely new. Drempa was Gen 7, it's new in ZA. It's such a cool mega. It's probably like one of the best megas that I've come across. Mega Victory Bell is peak. I don't care what anybody says, Mega Victory Bell is 100% peak. What's awesome about doing this quest line the way that we did is we are repeatedly giving Yunobo concussions as quickly as possible. I know that we didn't do it the way that the designers intended, but I feel like this is better because we get to bully Yunobo that much more. Oh man, Mega Primarina would be so cool. Oh my god. Mega Komo-o would also be really cool. I don't think that they're in Legends ZA. If they are, awesome. But I don't expect them to. There we go. You can't infinite sprint glitch because then Yunobo doesn't know what to do. He's just, what do you want me to do? My final team consisted of 2 old megas and 4 new megas. That's sick. I also, like, I know that it's an old mega, but Mega Absol is peak. Mega Absol is peak. It's too good. Mega Tandemouse is just adding grandparents. Mega Tandemouse means that they are breeding even more. My favorite new mega is one Wobble hasn't seen in game yet, so I don't want to spoil. This is fair. Thank you. Yeah, for those who want context, I have only just now done my 2nd mega battle. I'm about to do my 3rd and 4th, but I've only completed my 2nd one. Oh no, Absol is sick. Absol is like a harbinger of death and doom, canonically. And it just looks cool. And the fact that Mega Absol looks like a biblically accurate angel, with obviously a lot fewer eyeballs and everything, it's just so cool. And I am 100% here for it.
Cool. You really put a licking on that thing, Link.
You really licked that lizard!
This is our big chance.
Yunobo has never played Fortnite, so he doesn't understand why people would just jump like that. Every day I wake up and Mega Flygon still isn't real. It's sad, man, and I am sorry for you. But, you know, Mega Malamar does give me life and makes me want to keep playing. Mega Malamar, man. My friend Malamar. With a big brain and his gay little ribbon hands. I just love him.
Hey, little guy. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see, Daruk.
I always knew you'd come back. You know, I never stopped believing in you.
Well, that's good to know. Thank
You're
you.
here to take control of old Redania back from Ganon, eh? You're gonna need a map.
I don't think
to
so.
know the guts of this place.
Oh, that's all the way in there. Oh, and this is one where we walk in and it's dark, isn't it?
You can grab the info from the guidance stone over there. Now get a move on.
That's a controversial opinion in this community. There we go. There we go. And I don't think it'll be a DLC Mega either based on the leaks. Oh, I haven't even seen the leaks. I try to avoid most leaks. Unless they're in like a pasta with sausage and like a cream-based sauce. But yeah, that's just where I'm at. Still, Mega Absol is Justin Bieber hair. That's so disrespectful, but it's also painfully true, and I'm not a fan of what you're saying there, buddy. Perhaps consider different options. Okay, now we got some light. We're shedding some light on the situation. I honestly think I'm gonna get the DLC. The game is too fun. Like I could see me maybe get. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Okay, you know what? This guy wants to be beaten to death with hammers. Why else would he approach us that way? Okay. Let's also get that eyeball. Oh, not quite. There we go. We gotta get some more shields, buddy. We really need to get shields. I think leaks and soup are definitely good. But like one of my favorite ways to have leeks is with sausage in like a cream-based sauce. Like leeks with sausage and a cream-based sauce with pasta is what I mean. Yeah. Thoroughly convinced Mega Evolution is the best gimmick they've made. No, I do think that Terra is better. Terra is definitely a close second. Here's the thing. Like, I think that Terra is a better mechanic in turn-based combat, and I think that Mega Evolutions are better in real-time combat. Can we at least agree on that? I generally couldn't care less about Dynamax or Z moves. I do prefer Z moves to Dynamax, but that is because I have a lot of nostalgia for Gen 7 that is not necessarily fair or objective. Okay, listen, we're gonna look at here, okay? We're gonna drop the Strength and Lysel bow, and we're gonna get that Knight's bow. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Okay. Uh-oh. There's Malice there. We gotta sneak over here. We gotta light this guy, right? Yes. There we go. Kalos Megas were only Pink Diamond, which was an event Pokemon. It basically just, you guys like Gen 1, right? You guys like Gen 1, right, guys? If we show more love to Gen 1, will you give us more money? Megas made me care about Galar Pokemon. I didn't even think that was possible. Mega Galar Pokemon, you say? Okay. See, it is really fun to watch my partner right now play her first Pokemon game in years and have it be Pokemon Shield. Because it is making me appreciate Galar more, but it's also making me realize the massive flaws that Galar had. Like, I will stand by this opinion. I feel like Sword and Shield would be the best 3DS games if they came out on the 3DS. But as it stands, they're the worst Pokemon games on Switch other than Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Do you mean redacted? Probably redacted. Yeah.
Points on your map. To take back Rudania, you'll need to activate all of the terminals.
Dude, if they made a Mega Rillaboom and just did a better version of the Gigantamax form, I would love it. I forgot that since my first game was Shield, I'm still... Yeah, you are an aged Pokemon fan. You are a new-aged Pokemon fan. Yes.
You got this, little guy.
I'm glad, Little Octo, because, like, not everybody can necessarily say that. But I have this habit of liking any game I play and not letting other people tell me it's bad. And that's a good attitude to have, honestly. More people need to have the attitude that you do. Because that is a healthy attitude. Okay, let's see. We got 2 chests here. We've got 5 arrows. Thank you kindly. And then we've got 5 arrows. Thank you kindly. Okay. I believe that that's everything here. Oh, you know, okay. So first, let's go ahead. Hello? Oh, there we go. That's how you rotate it. Then you sneak over here. Is this something? Okay, the torch. And then what's this? I love Inteleon, and also Sword Dog is objectively epic as it... like, I mean, Sword Dog is awesome. I can understand people being a fan of Sword Dog, you know? Okay, we're gonna start by heading up here. Then we're gonna land on this guy. Easy.
There are 4 terminals remaining. That's the way.
Nice. Okay, let's now rotate once more. Okay. Then we do this. Oh, that was beautiful, dude. Maybe we gotta release something up at the top first. I love Zamazenta because, you know, Legendary are my first gen. Oh, Zamazenta, you mean the ape gorilla thing that has green bracelets in the post game of Gen 7? Yeah. Yeah, Zamazenta. I'm familiar with that guy. Oh my god. We need to bring the blue flame. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me how crazy this dungeon is. It's probably one of the better divine beasts, if I'm being honest. Okay. Then we flip this guy. Nah, shield. No, I know. I was referencing back when you asked me to draw a Pokemon, and I drew the exact wrong Pokemon. Pride Month Deer is pretty great. I love Xerneas. I assume that's the one that you're talking about. My first gen legendary was Pride Month Deer. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And this releases the ball. Uh-oh. Oh, it really is not a great day for a guy like me. It's not a great day. Perhaps we need to destroy those guys. Okay. Then we switch back. God, I love the physics engine in this game. All right, we are gonna go ahead and... I really wanted to get that chest. I really wanted to get that chest. We can still get the chest, guys. We can still get the chest. Yeah, let's get that chest real quick. Stream proposition, marble blast gold. What game is that? Is that the one where you play as a marble and you navigate an obstacle course? I love games like that. I played so much. Wait, what is that? I played so much of that on... I don't really want a Knight's Bow. All right. Don't really want the Knight's Bow. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift this guy up. Then that's gonna... Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Get in the hole. Yes. No, I played so much of that, Twilight. I played so much of that. It is such a fun game. Marble makes me happy. They are so full of whimsy.
3 terminals remaining. All right, let's get moving.
Whimsy is not the first word that I think of when I think of, like, marble. But, I mean, I do like marble games. They are definitely a lot of fun. Ooh, wait, hold up. Check this out. We do, yeah, we do that. And then, yeah, we do that. And then, we do that. And then we open it the other way, instead of pulling. That was a push, not a pull. Unfortunately, it wasn't labeled. But even if it was, I can't read.
Terminals remaining. Just a little more.
Okay. Feel like there's a goodie up there. Feel like there's a goodie up there for us.
Time?
France. Thank you for giving us France as a snack. Love that. Thank you. France isn't real. But thank goodness Kalos is real, right? Okay, there's one on the spine there, and then there's one in the wee back. There's one... Right? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the other side here. I've been there, it is. Just that Paris is a big hole in the... It kind of is a big hole in the ground, and it does smell like it. But I do like France. I do like France. It's... I do wish that French culture was a little bit more welcoming. I mean, I'm speaking as an American. So I know that, like, take everything that I say with a cup of tea, because my country is not exactly as welcoming as it could be. But,
Snack time?
French culture really is something. Brain implosion energy, what? Oh my gosh, you're like an amoeba, but like the most destructive amoeba. Ancient core, I'll take that. I'll take an ancient core. Thank you for that ancient core. I just got 8 ads. No!
Just one terminal remaining. Just one more.
Okay. It should only be like 15-second ads, but it's like still 8 in a row is insane. I do have it set for its like 2 minutes of ads per
Snack time?
hour, which I feel like is probably reasonable, but like, it is still rough. The mythological implications of a real-life Lumio city. As a snack, the mythological implications of Paris that I still don't fully understand because I haven't beaten Legends EA. Awesome. Awesome. Gladly, I'll take that. Okay, we are gonna go all the way to the tail, which is where we're going to get a chest. And it's just a single ancient screw. Oh, perfect. Don't ever change. So the tail remains the same. Interesting.
Snack time?
It's very, very interesting. Yes, very interesting. The cakes in the baking stage of Princess Peach Showtime, and then the relation between the Teletubbies and the Holy Roman Empire for... What? The relation between the Teletubbies and the Holy Roman Empire? You're gonna have to do a little bit more explaining for a guy like me. I'm a bit confused by that prospect. The Holy Roman... No, I'm aware of the Holy Roman Empire. I know what the Holy Roman Empire was. Is there like a through line that connects the Teletubbies to the Holy Roman Empire that I'm just not aware of? Okay, nice. Cool. How get in? How get in? Oh! I did this in the complete wrong way. Because then that opens. Chat messages have a 500 character limit. What are you trying to do? I'm scared. B-movie script is a snack. Oh my god, no, no. The B-movie script is not a snack, okay? It's not a snack. Oh man, I wish I could ascend. Okay, so how do you do this part again? How do you, what's a guy gotta do to get on the other side of this guy?
Snack time?
Okay, now we're getting a little bit too meta. Now we're getting just a little bit too meta. I instinctively knew it was the B move. Like, if you know enough about Twilight, you know that basically it's NPC dialogue with 4 options like you're playing Fallout 4. It is, like, talking about something related to geology. It is the B-movie script. It is the $1.50 quarter-pound all-beef hot dog and 20-ounce drink with free refill. Or it is some lore related to Legend of Zelda. Those are the 4 different options that you've got, okay? How you end up engaging in this situation is going to be up to you, but those are the 4 dialogue options. Class went through an eating paper and staples phase. Why? Why? I don't like that. Oh my gosh, I'm such a doofus. I'm such a doofus. I completely forgot that you could do this. I'm such a doofus. I was like, how are we supposed to get across? To be fair,
Nice. That was the last
you guys are threatening to post the entire B-movie script in Twitch chat.
There should be a new glowing
I'm very much focused on other things right now.
Make your way over to that. Stay focused, little guy.
So, when you add 20 quotation marks, that does not instill me with any faith or confidence. If anything, that makes me feel worse. Here's what we need to do. We're actually gonna...
Snack time?
Before we do anything, we are gonna leave the area because the chicken dough skit, I don't know what that is. Dare I look it up? Chicken dough skit. Let's see. I see a TikTok of a chicken parm pizza. I see a barbecue chicken pizza. The hilarious tale of a friend who can't hear right. What? I am not at all familiar with what... There's Raising Cane's? Like... It's chicken stuffed with marzipan, wrapped in ham, dipped in chocolate, and deep fried. You ever get the feeling that God doesn't talk to us anymore because he too fears what he has created? I just, that's the vibe that I'm getting. We're gonna cook some meals. We're gonna do some wobble foods, everybody. Get your faces ready. We are going to do some wobble foods. I just need to find a place to cook. There we go. Check this out. Check this out, guys. Let's add... You know what? We want 3 iron shrooms. That increases attack power. That would be nice. Increase attack power. We're going to want to combine these. Let's throw in a Hyrule herb. And then... a big hearty radish would be nice. Maybe an apple. Did I eat those? Oh my gosh. No, razor shroom, hold up. Stop holding. There we go. Let's cook those. Spy Kids 2 Steve Buscemi monologue in a different... True. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's tough steam mushrooms. Okay. Let's... We're gonna hold, and then throw in a couple Hylian shrooms. There we go. As an unfinished mill, I feel very offended by you telling me to get my... Oh, no. No, I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way, but... Oh, that also raises defense. Hold up. We do this. Let's do 3 amaranths and 2 iron shrooms. Unfinished me. Sorry, unfinished me. Okay. Let's do it. Hold. Let's throw in an acorn. Why not? The mighty seafood skewer. Beautiful. I do really want to just cook a big hearty radish, you know. If you know, you know. Okay. That's nice. Let's go ahead and do the same with a hearty truffle. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty sick, man. Okay, what is this? This is a sun shroom. We don't necessarily need that. What we could do... Does thou know? Does thou know? Probably not. Most things I actually don't know. I know a very small number of things in this world. The more that you learn, the more that you realize that the less that you know. I feel like we should maybe do one more. What's this crab? Bright-eyed crab. Stamina? Could be useful. Cool Safina would be nice. We do also have 4 fairies. We don't really have much in terms of meat, which is really... We need to go hunting. We need to go hunting. Let's do that. Yeah, sure. Ancient spring stew. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I know that I'm happy. Oh, I'm glad that you're happy. I'm glad that you're happy. Guys, I hope that you are ready for a delicious meal. We turned it into food. We turned it into food. Okay, we are going to go ahead and hit the hay real quick. Roy! Stay at my inn, friend. Oh. Yes, a regular bed, please. Until morning. Oh, yes. I am so ready. I feel the power of Sharpay Evans from High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2, and dare I say it, even High School Musical 3, and Sharpay's Excellent Adventure. Is that what it's called? Sorry, Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. I feel the energy of Sharpay coursing through my veins. We're gonna defeat this guy. We're gonna beat this guy. It's gonna be over for them. It's gonna be so crazy. We are gonna drop a save though, because just because, you never know, just because, you know. All right. This is random, but I think it's cool that I have some yellow gold in my... That is cool. That is cool. I've got the ever so slightest amount of green, like, towards the center. But mostly my irises are made out of pixels. Oh. It's Fire Boy. It's Fire Boy. Here we go. Bum 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 bum.
Thing got the best of me 100 years ago. Good luck, little guy. Go get him. Watch out for that sword.
Okay, so far it's not bad. Okay. Okay, hey! I don't like that, actually. Did we seriously get to the halfway point? Oh, I'm sorry for Yul's bitrate. I am so sorry. He is weak to bombs in this phase.
That flaming ball is dangerous.
Yeah. No! No! Oh no! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, gee whiz, that's a lot of damage. Yes! Okay. We're out of stamina, which is not great, but... we're so back. This is probably one of the easiest Ganon fights, if I'm being... Yeah. Okay. Is he gonna go ball form?
Now's your chance.
Okay. Wait, see, no, there's no way. There's no way, dude. Really? All right, cool. GG's. Like, that was the easiest fight. Oh my gosh, it's a shame because this is one of my favorite Divine Beasts, but like Fireblight Ganon is like a walk in the park. Yeah, you could probably parry those, but like, whatever. I am excited for Thunderblight Ganon, though. We're gonna have to do some preparations for that. Have you played Persona 5 Strikers? I have not played Persona 5 Strikers. I have played Persona 5 Royal, and I have played, like, half an hour of Persona 5 Tactica. But, yeah. Aside from that, I've only played, like, Smash Bros. My favorite Persona game. Excellent. Strikers is peak? Dude, I forgot. Yeah, no, they did Tactica. I played it back when it was on Game Pass and back when I had Game Pass. Yes, let's go ahead and activated it. Sophia is a cool character, but like, I don't really know that much about her. Because again, only played for half an hour. I love Persona 5 Royal though. It's one of my top 5 games.
Little guy.
Oh my gosh, it's Goron Unk. It's Unk, let's go.
I owe you big for this. Because of you, my spirit is finally free. Can't thank you enough. I feel like I should
love that Japanese to English voice acting that rushes through things.
Sorry that me resting with the rubble caused such a mess. The good news is, Ruthania is now back under our control.
Yeah, we got a lizard on our team.
Century-old Ganon beatdown plan can finally go into effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this down the mountain. I'll have a better shot at Ganon there. And then, once you've made your way into Hyrule Castle, we're gonna light that thing up.
Yeah.
I want to give you something. It's a special power of mine called Daruk's Protection.
It's a giant D20.
But it might be useful for you. Here it comes!
Kamehameha! Nice, dude. Woo!
From this moment forth, the power of protection from the depths of my soul now lives inside you.
We got the power of Unk.
Good luck, little guy. And give my regards to the princess.
Will do. I love Daruk. He's such a wholesome guy, man. I would definitely invite him to family gatherings. From Palace 1, from Persona 5. Well, I mean... I'm not quite sure what you, like... I mean, there is a first palace in every Persona game, but, like, every one is themed differently. Just like a regular lizard. Heck yeah.
Well, that ought to do it. We're set here. Now we just gotta wait for the perfect shot. Once Link is in the castle, Rudania will unleash an epic blast.
Epic blast.
Know what hit him. Hyrule looks pretty good from up here, even after 100 years.
Yeah.
The old rolling grounds sure are a sight for sore eyes.
They might need to go to the vet, I'm not gonna lie, if that's the case.
I sure hope everyone down there is still going strong after every... Huh?
Yo!
Hey, look at that.
It's Yunobo!
Still going strong indeed. Ha!
It's such a wholesome moment. And now Yunobo is like, oh my god. Hi, you're my hero! Yeah! Yeah, baby! I know, he is a little bit of a nerd, but we love him anyways. We got Daruk's protection and we're ready to roll, man. It's my grandpa's ghost! Yeah! Yeah! Let's talk with him. Yeah. Hey, brother, that's so much for appeasing Thanks so much for appeasing Rudania, Goro. I don't exactly know what you're doing in Rudania, but, well, it seems to have called down, Goro. You know, while I was up there, I could have sworn I saw Lord Daruk standing on top of Rudania. I wonder, was that his ghost? No, he was just hiding in the lizard for this entire time, and he's still alive. I don't know how to explain it, but somehow I feel a lot braver now, Goro. Huh? Oh, that's right. I talked to Boss about you, and he said to bring you to him. You know, an order from Boss can't be refused. Move it, Goro. See, this is why Yunobo wanted to become the CEO, because you cannot ignore the boss. Yunobo simply wants to be the boss. He wants to be the perpetuator of the hierarchy that he used to be a victim of in this game. The bravery from the concussion. Yes, I don't know how, and like, I don't know quite how to explain it, but it's almost like all the fear was literally knocked out of my brain. It's almost like my head was beat on repeatedly by a bunch of rocks and boulders from the mountain, and now I don't have any sense of fear. It's crazy. I don't know how that happened, Goro. It's you! Yunobo told me everything! You really are something else, brother, you know that? I can't believe you conquered Rudania. Color me impressed. Sorry, I gotta do his voice. But good grief, did you have to do it just when my back pain went away? I was all ready and raring to go at Rudania myself. Now you've gone and made it look like I was just fibbing about my back pain this whole time. Imagine that! Me! And I'm also happy to see Yunobo finally got his act together. I know that's your doing as well. But enough backpatting and other such nonsense. Take a look at this. The divine beast of Redania has calmed down and returned to his peaceful ways. Now we can get back to digging for ore around Death Mountain. All right, I've still got to thank you, brother. There's some treasure in my house. Grab it. Keep it. It's yours. It's a sharp blade that Daruk himself once wielded. I'm sure you'll be able to make good use of it. However, well, as a Hylian, you probably already know this, but apparently 100 years ago, the Hylian champion had a legendary blade, the sword that seals the darkness. They say the sword sleeps in the lost woods, waiting. I bet you'd like to find it, eh? You should go looking. Man, I imagine if that's going to take the entirety of a new stream. Just saying. I don't need that anymore. Wobble, does your school have any strange rules? Yeah. I would say so. There's rules that I don't necessarily agree with, but I am expected to enforce anyways. I don't know if this is necessarily a controversial opinion among teachers, but I don't think that having programs that allow teachers to have basically admin privileges on the browsing habits of students is necessarily a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I do think that we need to make sure that students are able to browse the internet in a very safe environment when they are in school, to make sure that their privacy is still protected, and to make sure that they don't end up going to sites that they definitely shouldn't go to in a public school setting. However, there are programs that allow the teacher to have direct access over which tabs students have open on their Chromebooks, and like what websites they're allowed to go to and what websites they're not allowed to go to. And if a teacher catches a student on a site that they should not be on, then the teacher can actually close that tab from their computer, not by going to the student directly. And I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing, because I don't want to have kids grow up in a culture where everything that they do is monitored and is controlled by other people, and to have that be seen as a normal thing. Because that, if anything, is going to normalize the idea that big tech companies are going to collect data constantly off of them, and that they're always going to be surveyed, and that should just be par for the course. I don't like promoting that culture. I also don't necessarily like the fact that students everywhere have Chromebooks, because Google is collecting all sorts of data off of them, even though they say they're not. Yeah, there's just a lot of things. One school I've seen let the head boy graze sheep on the headmaster's lawn. That's pretty awesome, though. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. We've got like 8 minutes left of stream. Let's see what we can do. First of all, there's an awesome sword on the top of this, skull. So we can grab that. Let's throw... Let's throw that away. Grab the Royal Claymore. 8 minutes is perfect time for a Lionel fight. God, I hate that you're right. I really hate that you're right. I miss teaching. I love being a teacher. I don't think I... Oh, no. No. To anybody thinking about becoming a teacher, I'm just going to tell you right now, at least in America, it's not worth it. And I don't recommend that people would get into the profession. Genuinely. I don't think that it is good for the mental health of teachers. I think that there's way too many issues with the education system now. There's so much pressure that is placed on you to do the best that you can with the extremely limited resources that you have available. And you're expected to do the world while you're given basically nothing. And it's not great. It's not great at all. Let's go ahead. We might end up doing a Lionel fight. We can maybe squeeze in a Lionel fight. At least we could certainly try. Like, people who are currently in education programs, like, go ahead, finish the program. I hope that you are able to maintain a sense of focus and pride with the program. And I hope that you end up finding a good school. But personally, I just really don't think that it would be a good fit for most people, just because there's way too much. There's way... Okay, so we need... It's over here. It's over here. Let's climb onto the top of the mountain, and then... Oh, Glue couldn't hear our call. So sad. See, it's way more peaceful out here. Way more peaceful out here. Oh my gosh, the bugs are flying away. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. This is a Lionel, right? Oh, those are now silver bokoblins. Is this a Lionel fight or is this something else? It's some sort of boss fight. I don't quite see. It's annoying how teachers are only appreciated in the past. Yeah. Like, people either have really positive views of their teachers that they had, but don't necessarily extend that to the teachers that are here today. Or they do say that they have appreciation of teachers today, but then when it comes to, like, actually supporting teachers in meaningful ways... You know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not feeling it. There's supposed to be a boss here. That's what the skull mark means on my map. Oh yeah, there is a Lionel. Okay. Okay, it did save right there. No, I don't want to deal with the wolves. I don't want to deal with the wolves. I want to deal with the Lionel. We're gonna do our darndest. This looks like a black Lionel. Yep. Here we go. Okay. 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 Yes. Yes. Oh God. I don't have... I got bomb arrows though. Wait, I got frozen arrows. Yes. Okay. I am sorry. I am sorry that the bitrate is as bad as it is. There we go. Here we go. Okay, we are halfway there. Okay, steel Lysel bow broke. Okay, we're gonna Forest Dweller's bow. Why not? Combine that with the ice arrows. It's gonna be nice. I'm sorry, everybody. That Royal Claymore is nice. Here we go. Okay. Really a big fan of Daruk's protection. Yes! Okay. Yeah, buddy. Oh, dude, this is it. Easy dub, dude. Easy dub. And correct me if I'm wrong. If we could go ahead and just like take a look at the hearts there. Did we take a single hit? I'm sorry. Did we take a single hit? It does really help that we had Daruk's protection. But, I mean, like, we take those. We take those wherever we can find them. A Mighty Lionel bow and a Mighty Lionel spear? Absolutely. Thank you kindly. Holy cow. That was so much fun, and I'm glad that we did that. Thank you for the recommendation, Twilight. Well, folks, we are going to go ahead and start wrapping things up on stream. We accomplished everything that we sought out to do, and we even showcased our new strength with a nice boss fight. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed stream as much as I did. When we stream next, it is going to be Wednesday, and it is going to be the Wednesday right before Halloween. So the plan is to not only play... Thank you, Volley. The plan is to not only play Hollow Knight, but I think that we are going to steel ourselves and head into Deep Nest. I think that that is going to be, like, I'm not that great at the game. Deep Nest is terrifying. And combine that with the Halloween vibes, I think that it's going to be very interesting. So if you want to see how that is going to go out, be sure to check out the stream on Wednesday. If you haven't followed yet, consider dropping a follow. You get to be a part of this community that not only meets on stream, but also meets in the Discord. We've been talking about Doctor Who. We share pet pictures. We share food pictures. And we all in all have a good time. If you aren't able to make it to every stream, I do have a VODs channel. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and change my my bow real quick. Okay, I think that we're gonna be fine. And if you want just the clips and just the highlights, then consider following me on my socials like TikTok, Instagram, and on Blue Sky. We are gonna be continuing this series. Don't know exactly. We're probably going to be continuing this series next weekend, if I'm being 100% honest. Might end up doing some Mario Kart, though. I don't know. It's been a while since we've done Mario Kart. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play Mario Kart. So, things are kind of up in the air. But I will let you guys know on the socials and in on Discord. But that is going to do it for me for today. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. And wherever you are in the world, stay safe. And have a fantastic rest of your weekend, everybody.